my wife and I first saw it, we both fell in love with the stone structure and the beauty of the place. We had been driving up to Sugarbush and Stowe for years and got tired of the 3-4 hour drives, and we found Sunapee and fell in love with it. It's a full season, 4-season property. We love to ski. The mountain's 5 minutes away, and the lake is 2 minutes away, and the fall is probably the most beautiful season up here. So we're up here all year round, and it's close to where we live. It's only an hour-and-a-half drive from Winchester, Mass. And so we find we use it a lot more than we would if we were way up in northern New Hampshire or Vermont. So when we first bought it, it was a barn and milk house, and it was really raw, but we saw a lot of potential in it. I've got a big family, and I thought it would be the perfect place to turn it into a home that I could invite my whole family up for special occasions and family get-togethers. So we decided to renovate the barn into a home, and it took a while, but the vision came through, and one of the things we wanted to do with it was make it still feel like a barn when you see it on the street. It's been in this neighborhood in Newbury and Lake Sunapee for over 100 years, and everybody knows the stone barn. So we wanted, when people drive by, they still see that. On the inside, we made it into a comfortable home that could really have all my family and all the kids and all the nieces and nephews up here for the holidays. So we host Thanksgiving up here with over 20 people. We have Christmas here. We had my dad's 80th birthday here, and he still talks about it 10 years later. And it's been a great place to have the family up here, and everybody has a bed to sleep in, with 22 beds in the barn, and the milk house, which sleeps another 4 people. And when we first bought it, it also had the farmhouse, and my wife's parents decided that they wanted to make it a B&B. So they purchased the farmhouse and have created a B&B out of it. They're retiring now, so that has also become available. And it's really part of the property. It was all part of the Fells, the Hay Estate. So the parts of the barn that I get really excited about every time I come here, when you walk in to the main part of the barn, the second floor, and the ceilings open up, cathedral ceilings, they're 30, 40 feet high, and the scissor trusses that they designed in the original design. We left as much of that in as possible because it really, it's beautiful when you see it the first time and every time you see it. So the master bedroom is, it's a special place. When you walk in it, you see big barn doors looking out over Mount Sunapee, and the bathroom in the master tub has got a view of the mountain as well, so it's a great place to hang out. There's a window seat overlooking the mountain as well. So from every place you stand or sleep in the master bedroom, you've got views of Mount Sunapee, and it's just makes you feel special when you're here. We use the stone barn often for family get-togethers, and we just had a wedding here 2 weeks ago. My oldest daughter got married, and when I asked her if she'd like to have it at the stone barn, she almost broke into tears immediately and was so excited. So I got a chance to walk her down the aisle, and we had tents outside for the guests, and it was just a beautiful event. It's exciting to live right next to the Hay Estate. The barn was created by the son of John Hay, who was a secretary under President Lincoln, and then became Secretary of State under Teddy Roosevelt. And they loved it up here, and they decided to build this barn and have sheep and cows, and we wanted to preserve it. It's really a landmark in this area. We tried to keep as much of the barn looking like a barn from the outside. We took the top of the silo off, put windows in all around the silo above at the top, and then put the roof back on to make it an observatory. So when you go up into the silo, there's a little deck off it. You get great views of the entire area. We did do radiant heat in the downstairs, so when we come in from skiing or sledding, We put our stuff down on the floor, it dries up immediately. Being in Newbury has a lot of advantages. We're 5 minutes from Mount Sunapee, and we're right at the bottom part, the southern part of Lake Sunapee. So we're close both to the lake, right off the lake, and right next to the ski mountain. And it's an ideal location. We're just 10 minutes from New London, which has a lot of restaurants and college life. We are 30 minutes from Lebanon, Dartmouth-Hitchcock, and we're 45 minutes from Concord, the capital of New Hampshire. So close to a lot of major towns and cities, and an hour and a half from Boston, which living in Winchester and coming up here for the last 10, 15 years, it's just been a dream to be able to get up here in an hour and a half. I can do day trips up here if I want. I can come up for the weekend and not feel like I've got to pack up, middle of Sunday, stay all evening, come back in the morning if I'd like. So it's very convenient to Boston and all the major New Hampshire cities. I'd really like to see someone purchase this property who uses it like we did for their family get-togethers, for big events. We've also got such great feedback from renters over the years. We've had so many family reunions here where people said it was the most incredible experience, where they had all their family members were so excited. We've had people who want to come back year after year. I think those are some of the things we'd love to see the next owner do.